Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, you guys are asking good questions. And so I did a video earlier talking about the importance of being a little bit more detailed in our statements. So when I'm speaking about something, sometimes there's so many details that it's easier just to generalize, make a general statement, so that you can make your point without dragging on for hours and hours. You guys are asking good questions. I do want to get to those and then get into what's going on for today. So in chatting with a group of you, you were saying, does this electronic payment system have anything to do with the Iraqi Dinar exchange rate? When I generally said it has nothing to do with the exchange rate, what I meant by that is installing it is not going to make the exchange rate change. But what it does do is it will influence the exchange rate. There's a huge difference. One of the questions that were asking me, when does this help with the supply and demand of the Iraqi dinar? I go, no, it's digital. But where it does contribute, it has the ability to influence it. And how it does that is more people are included. So if people all have an ATM card or whatever, then there's an increase in transactions, even if it is digital. That will help influence the exchange rate. But just installing the payment system has nothing to do with the exchange rate. I heard there's people out there saying that once this is installed, they're doing this because they're going to change the exchange rate. That's not accurate at all. That's false. Even though it may influence the exchange rate, they're not putting it in because they changed the exchange rate, or the exchange rate is not going to change because they put it in. As more and more people are using the system, this is the part where I was talking about inclusion. They're included in bank activities that will influence the exchange rate. I hope that makes sense. Another question you guys asked me was, is Iraq part of any currency basket? No, I spoke about this before. They have not been invited to be a part of any currency basket. Now, Iraq is part of the currency basket that makes up the Arab accounting dinar, but that's just local, it's regional. I explained to you guys what the Arab accounting dinar is. There's 23 nations that signed up to be part of this. Their currencies are all involved in the currency basket that make up the rate for the accounting dinar. But that's just locally. There are no other currency baskets, and I mean zero, that Iraq is part of at all. Nothing in trade, nothing in business, nothing internationally. They don't have a stable currency. They are not involved in any part. You can see right here. Iraq is not currently part of any major international currency basket. A currency basket is a group of currencies used to manage the exchange rate of a country's currency. These baskets are often used as reference points for the valuation of a country's currency and can be used for various purposes, including trade and investment. While Iraq's currency, the Iraqi dinar, is traded on the global foreign exchange market, it is not included in widely recognized international currency baskets, such as the SDR basket, the special drawing rights, maintained by the IMF, or other major global reserve currency baskets. And the only reason why they're part of the Arab accounting dinar basket is because all nations are automatically part of that currency basket. And that has nothing to do with the international community. That has something to do regionally. So, no, Iraq is not, and I repeat, not part of any whatsoever major currency basket, nor have they been invited. Statement of Iraq's Economic Contact Group of the G7, European Union, and World Bank. Statement of the Iraq Economic Contact Group. So on December the 12th, the Iraq Economic Contact Group held their final meeting of 2023. All parties involved committed to supporting Iraq in the implementation in a comprehensive and ambitious reform agenda, paving the way to sustainable and inclusive economic development. The IECG is eager to strengthen its engagement with the Iraqi government through regular dialogue at both the political and technical levels. This engagement is crucial to streamline cooperation between the two sides, identify and support common goals, and support the government of Iraq's priority reform areas. The IECG commends the Prime Minister al-Sudani for appointing business and economic experts within the office and looks forward to collaborating with them. Well, we know that once they finally got established and the government was implemented in Iraq, al-Sudani right away went into doing economic reform, as well as banking reform. And you can see right here, they're talking about the historic 3-year budget that laid the foundation for implementation of the government's reform agenda. We know that in October, Iraq gained membership to the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, a move strongly supported by the IECG as a first step to unlocking new source of investment and enhanced cooperation with other multilateral and bilateral financial facilities. But as you can see here, al-Sudani has been busy. In the past month, the government convened conferences in public-private partnerships and tax reform, including a new bank sector reform project with Rafidian Bank. Further, the GOI recently announced the establishment of the Iraqi Fund for Development alongside with the Development Road Project, and the Prime Minister strengthened economic ties with regional partners. The GOI efforts to expand the use of digital platform for financial transactions with electronic payments and other e-commerce merchandise mechanisms represent important steps to minimize the informal economy and reduce opportunity for corruption. And here's the good part. So looking ahead for next year, the IECG welcomes further cooperation in support of Iraq's economic and financial sector development, including Prime Minister al-Sudani's policy to strengthen the dinar and oversee monetary policy. Clear communication of new dinar policies during the transition period will help avoid adverse effects on Iraq's households and businesses, as well as development cooperation projects and foreign investment in Iraq. So I get it. Whenever you see something talking about the Iraqi dinar, especially when they talk about strengthening the Iraqi dinar, everybody goes, oh my God, they're going to change the rate. Not necessarily, guys, so calm down, Sparky. Right now, we know the Iraqi dinar is unstable. It keeps fluctuating. It's competing with the parallel market. So they have to be consistently stable before they can do anything really major. And a lot of these steps are doing just that. Their job is to help strengthen the Iraqi dinar. This thing continues to lay out the steps for Iraq. The IECG also stands ready to support Iraq's next steps to becoming an EBRD country of operations, its journey towards World Trade Organization's accession, and its potential partnership with the European Investment Bank, DIB. So their expertises are in the road, railroad, water, and sanitation investments, climate action, environmental sustainability, financing, as well as urban transmissions initiatives will accelerate key infrastructure measures and help facilitate a green transition. Yeah, since they're starting over almost from scratch with infrastructure, I'm not going to say starting from scratch, but pretty close, just to give them the chance to jump on that bandwagon of green energy. So as you can see, Iraq has a really rigorous process, and they are trying to reform as many sectors as possible. The faster, the better. Will agreements with international banks contribute to solving the monetary problem in Iraq? As you can see right here, it says it is expected that these agreements will provide multiple cash alternatives that will help the merchants. Iraqis can transfer their trade funds quickly and flexibly and reduce dependence on the dollar in foreign transactions. These agreements will also help reduce the demand for the parallel dollar by attracting these segments of merchants who previously turned to the parallel dollar in search of quick transfers away from the platform, its complications, and the delayed approvals. However, the demand for the cash dollar will remain high, and the official dollar will continue to be withdrawn and converted into a parallel dollar by powerful parties that own huge amounts of dinars and have no relation to regular or official commercial work, and will continue to put pressure on the Iraqi economy to obtain the dollar in all ways of means. What they're talking about is Iran. Remember I told you they were willing to do trade in Iraqi dinars. They ended up with like 14 billion of them. So what they were doing was getting involved with the currency auctions, as you are aware, and they were able to swipe Iraqi dinars for US dollars. When the US found out about it, they put a stop to it, and it forced Iraq to go to the black market. But unfortunately for them, on the black market, there's not enough US dollars. And because of this, they're stuck holding a whole bunch of Iraqi dinars. He continued, the fact was confirmed by the exchange rate during this period which maintained their high levels and did not decline despite these agreements and despite hundreds of millions of imported dollars. This is what makes the exchange rate ready to rise at any moment and with any new event. Now calm down, Sparky. They're talking about the parallel market, all right? Despite the Federal Reserve's tightenings and the central bank's attempts, it is expected that the problem of the cash dollar, the parallel dollar, and imbalance in the exchange rate will continue with us during the coming year. And we are waiting for more stringent, serious, and courageous solutions to end this problem from its roots. That's why I told everybody it's going to happen in increments. So there you have it. Iraq's still taking the steps necessary to stabilize their economy, stabilize their currency, give value and strength to the Iraqi dinar. Yes, I get it. There are people out there telling you it's going to happen overnight. Yeah, because they have an electronic payment system. No, they're not going to change their exchange rate just because of the electronic payment system. The electronic payment system will help influence it once it's up and fully implemented. But it has nothing to do with being reinstated. It'll help increase in increments, just like I said. As far as you guys ask me about the Iraqi dinar being part of any currency basket, they're part of one, and that's the Arab Monetary Fund. All nation members are part of that currency basket. But as far as any other currency basket, it's false. Anybody out there saying that they are part of a currency basket is lying to you, just so you're aware. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. I am out.